Yay, YouTube! Guess who's back yet again? Yeah, so right, guys, it's I'm Birdie's POV, and we're back in a Warhammer online match. Now I'm playing as the Dwarfs, and I'm up against the vampires. So I'm against the one I was against in one of my other videos, called Pololololol. So right, gonna quickly go through this because there's a lot of faffing around. Before they disappear, I'll do his army first. He's got 2 Blood Knights over here. He's got 2 packs of Direwolves. He's got some Fellbats, probably to help stop with my quarters. He's got the Bargle here. It's going to be a bit of a problem. He's got a line of zombies just for a bit of fodder. He's got some Vargeists up here as well, from Cardstein. And then he's got a line of Grave Swords. So these ones just beeline it over here and disappear from a line of sight. Now, going on to mine, I've gone for more experienced army, hence the chevrons. So I've got some dwarf warriors protecting the flanks and the back, and then at the front I've got a line of longbeards. I got 3 quarrelers with great weapons and some iron drakes with tall hammer torpedoes. I have 2 groups of slayers as well. I've got my runesmith back here, organ guns there, the Thane, and Umgrun Iron Fist. There he is. That's what you can see from his height. Yeah, so I mixed up the slayers in with the I've got some iron breakers as well. I've mixed the slayers in with the quarrelers and all sorts, you know, for them to dive bomb me. And basically, the dwarves they're not brilliant online. That's why I wanted to try and do it. So, that being said, cool. Nothing to show on that. So fantastic. So we're just going to fast forward because there's not a lot going to go on for a while. So he's got quite a lot more troops than I have as well, weirdly. And of course, I don't want to move from my hill position. So it means the vampires are going to have to come to me, and we all know that they're slow as hell. So he moves his direwolves out here to the flanks. At this point I still can't see his blood knights. I'm looking out for them, but they'll make a surprise visit later on. And he brings these direwolves. They're going to come just sit around this area, general area. So yeah, not a lot going to go on. He splits his army up as well into 2 different sections. I think that's because he didn't want me to get easy shots with the organ gun. I didn't realise that these were obstructed either. That's why they're constantly moving around. I was giving constant attack orders on the Vargulf, and that didn't work, so I brought them back, and I do start shooting over this direction, start whittling away at his graveyard. So you can see it's took roughly so far around 5 minutes just for him to get his army close to mine. So we're going to start opening up some attacks. I'm just going to leave this fast forward just till we get a bit more closer in. So I've got my quarrelers that were shooting zombies because I left them on fire at will, firing at his von Karstein. Doing some great work on the graveyard down here. His Fellbats are going to come in and try and silence my quarrelers from shooting his lord, and the Vargulf's got to come in here and start trying to go to town on my people. And he does a nice little job here. I'm constantly buffing my troops as well. That's why I've got everyone standing in this kind of like position, like so they affect everyone. Constantly buffing them. The Vargeists have got to come in and do some damage to the Dwarf Warriors. He's trying to overload each flank, I think, a little bit, especially this side. He's using Soul Blight now as well. Now I did see his Blood Knights coming in. Yeah, it's pretty cool map, say the least. So I'm just constantly buffing my guys, and you know I'm throwing everything at the Graveguard, at the Vargulf. He's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. I do bring my Dwarf warriors a bit more in, because I needed some help over this direction because of his Vargheists. So now I just send my Slayers over here to try and help with the Varghulf. But then I saw these guys making a nice little appearance, so I'm trying to very quickly try and bring my Slayers back, but it's not very good enough, so I stopped these guys just because they get caught on the Dwarf warriors, and the Crawlers are going to get slightly beaten up a little bit. But you know, I've got my Runesmith in here trying to help. I've got Ungren Iron Fist in here who's trying to help his against the Graveguard, and because he brings Von Karnstein in, I'm sending Mr. Iron Fist in after him as well. So the Slayers do come over here, and eventually I do manage to pull my Quarrelers out, but it's a bit difficult. I did tell the organ guns to fire like into this, but I don't think they do. No, they're obstructed naturally. So he was using Soul Blight again, you know, and I'm still fancying my chances. Although it's not looking brilliant, because I really was trying to hold his Blood Knights off, and I think he left them in for a bit too long with the Slayers. So they got a little bit damaged. The Iron Drakes are doing alright. Not how many kills have they got? 3. Yeah, so not brilliant. The Crawlers are doing okay. I'm mainly trying to get him to take out the bigger units, try and do HP damage to them. Get rid of their hit points. So yeah, I managed to get a few stragglers there, and I do bring these guys back to proper alignment. He's going to swing these guys out and he's going to come back in, which is not a bad idea because that's what they're going to be good at. Now, my Crawlers are still all jammed up. Now, this was the problem I was having. See Stand Your Ground coming in. Von Karnstein over here. I'll get back into the wire, I had a problem. Because so he just got one hit and down, so he's got to go after this Varghulf now. So massive morale damage, leadership gone on. So yeah, this was the problem I was having. I had a solid front and the backs were okay, but as soon as you see a gap, he took it and he did quite a bit of damage. So that being said, I've got my Dwarf warriors back here. They were meant to just stay roughly in this area to protect, and I was disappointed I saw these and I was following them around, and you know, he's going to do quite a nice job. I'm trying to get my Dwarf warriors over here, but speed's not really their forte, it's got to be said. But he's going to do a nice job here. I've got my Crawlers just firing and doing some little bit of damage. And he's just going to get a nice rear charge into the back of this. Personally, I would have sent him into this area, but now he's just going to get pinned in with the Slayers. So bad news for you, Sunshine, because they do count as large. So yeah, the army at this point just absolutely crumbles, and it's game over for him really. So it was a, who was it? Yeah, it was just one Graveguard over there, and he had like 2 units left, but he stayed. So guys, I'm going to leave that one there. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and it's kind of proving a little bit. I don't know if the Dwarves had a buff, but you know, you can play okay with them. It is difficult, but yeah, you do have to noob box, because unless you didn't bring any artillery, like, well, I did, but if you don't bring any, then it's kind of tough as hell. You gotta move if the other team has artillery as well. So if you like the video, guys, make sure you smash that like button, because it really does help the channel, and subscribe if you want to, because you know, you get to see me again. Amazing, absolutely amazing. But feel free to give me tips, or if you want to send me any of your replays as well. So I'll be seeing you in the next video. Cheers guys, bye you.